Alright, hey guys, EMAGTV here, back with another video. This time I'm going to be going over the video that I said I was going to make, that being why I hate this character right here, that being UI Goku. Now, I had this video pre-recorded and I was going to upload it, but right as I was about to upload it, the nerf came out for UI Goku. And he's technically not really the best character in the game anymore, but I still hate him with a burning passion, and I'm going to try and explain every reason why I hate him. Just that way I can hopefully illustrate my point. These are the things that annoy me about the character. This is more of a personal thing, but some of these things are relatively objective, and I would like to see any feedback in like the comments or anything. Anything would be appreciated, really. I'm gonna go ahead and do this real quick so I can actually access this. All right. So reason number one, I'm gonna be going. Well, actually, no, I'm not gonna be going into it yet. First, I'm gonna go into the good things about him. I know, shocking, right? Now, as you can see, I'm actually Vegeta. I have to actually do this in order to access UI. I refuse to play this character to principal. Alright, now, he has a couple good things. Those good things being the way he operates in-game, like the way he can ignore half the assist in the projectiles in the game simply by walking. So, like, it doesn't really apply here. Actually, it does. Hold on. So, like, if Vegeta were to use... oh, shit, I'm recording. So, if I'm Vegeta, right, and I were to have this, or any Ki Blast assist, or Broly, any Ki Blast assist, Goku could walk through it. And, like, we're just going to program UI Goku to walk forward. And we're going to have him do that. See, that's fucking cool. Nobody can really deny, like, the visual appeal that UI Goku has whenever he can just do that. Whenever he can just walk through. That's badass. Except for that part where he got hit. Alright, and he has a he has a couple other good things, right? And even his supers show off the difference in, like, objective power he has in the series. You know, him being UI Goku and all. And he's a really good spectator character in that regard, right? He's visually different from the cast, not only in his aura, but, like, his default stance you can show. He's different from Goku's, he's different from every other character. If I were to bring in another character, like 16, you could still see there's a very big visual difference. And that's just... the way that UI kind of portrays himself. And obviously, if I were to switch to UI Goku, show you his level 1, even his level 1s and level 3s are just very visually appealing, and they show off what type of character he is. And then there's his level 3, which isn't the best of the game by any means. But still, visual appeal, those two words alone. Alright, now that we got the good things out of the way of him, I can start complaining about him. I am no way saying that he's actually is trash or is a badly designed character, because he's not. He does effectively present the essence of UI we got in the anime, in Super, and in the manga, and he can be super happy to watch from like a spectator. And I still stick by that statement, even if he gets nerfed into the ground, which I hope he does. However, that's where my praises of the character will actually end. I'm going to be getting into why I hate this character from the bottom up, and we're going to start with his auto combo, objectively the most basic thing each character has. Now, if you were going to his auto combo, right? Let's go for... I'm going to restart. We're going to go 16. So, auto combo, right? We're going to go... Now, except for 16, they're all pretty simple, right? They don't really whiff, or if they whiff, they don't really do much. Same thing with Android 16's moves forward, so I can still land the grab. But, like, if I were to program the AI to jump... See, it usually whiffs, right? Because that's not really a thing you can convert off of, and you shouldn't be able to convert off that. But he can do that, because his auto combo, the first two hits of the auto combo are specifically what we're going to focus on, by the way. Not really the third hit, because if I switch to UI, this grab is pretty standard. There's nothing really special about it. Okay, the first hit is effectively a normal hit, but it can also negate Super Dash stupid easy, okay? So... I'm effectively just gonna, now this is gonna be hard, but I'm gonna tell the UI AI to just, alright, we're gonna tell them to do that, right? Now, see how this is gonna be hard to do. It's mainly because it's UI. I should have, like, chose UI on my team, but I decided not to. Alright. I have to activate it and then do it. Alright. Okay, the timing on that's weird, my bad. Fuck. Okay, I'm not sure if this is going to be illustrated well. Let's try one more time. He almost got it that time. Almost, okay. Almost. Come on, UI AI, you got this. Almost, a little too soon for the super dash. See? Okay, there we go. That's what I was trying to illustrate. And, like, we go... You can see that the AI, or more specifically UI in general, his first auto... Like, if I think you're going to come, and I'm UI, right? I can effectively just do that. So if we tell the UI... If we tell the AI to do the full auto combo, you know, the full thing, which being... That being this, then they'll do it. And this is just an example of an outcome. This is nowhere near as optimal. Then it shows what he can get, and that alone is already kind of really good. How he can just catch shit. This first hit is really good for catching super dash, as I've already seen, but that's not really the problem I have with it. I'd be cool with that, right? Because there's a lot of characters who have that kind of thing. Example being my boy Android, or not Android, my being my Super Broly. This hit is really good for catching super dash. If we were to program the AI to do that, and I fail miserably, again, fuck. It kind of clashes there, but you get my point. Fucking yeet him into the moon. All right, the second actual hit for the actual auto combo is what we're gonna focus on primarily. So whenever I have the actual, or if you notice, the second hit kind of brings them down. Not only that, but it kind of advances forward to a relatively, like, I'm over here and I can mash, and it still hits Broly, even in neutral. I forgot I'm Broly. That still hits. And I can convert off that. Oh, fuck, I did it completely wrong there. That's relative example of an optimal. And I'm not sure if you can really see it, but this auto combo not only does it catch him, but if I catch you, or if you get caught with this second hit of the auto combo, you are in for the full ride. There's no way you can really escape it. And like, here's an example, right? I'm gonna try, and I'm just gonna tell the AI to just jump. That being, or I'm gonna jump, right? And I'm gonna tell the AI to just mash auto combo. Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna reset. Alright, and we're going to reset. I'm going to try jumping, okay? I didn't have a chance there. And here, again. And this still applies, by the way, to cross-up, which is the other thing I still think that's bullshit about this move. And I'm going to show you right here, right? So obviously, I already have the AI mashing. So we're going to go ahead and go for a cross-up, that being a basic one. That was not it. Alright. C still catches me before I can really do anything. And I didn't do a super dash mix to be entirely fair, if I were to do that. Alright. He turns around so fast during that, too. Fuck. I almost got caught by that. I already showed a minute ago, though, that, like, you can cross up UI Goku, and if the UI Goku player mashes, they don't have anything to worry about. See, that right there, and the recovery on it's stupid. That's not something we're going to focus on for this video. And then I have to hold that. And of course, I can punish during that, but still. See that? You see that shit? No other, like, base auto combo could do that. And that's, I'm going to stop focusing on the auto combo, though, although that's a big reason why I hate the character, and I'm not sure I can really properly illustrate it. But the pure bullshit that the second hit has is not okay. It can effectively negate cross-up, and not only that, but also, like, it can catch people in midair in places where they shouldn't. Like, if you're Broly, and you're going for an overhead, you know, if I'm trying to be my baby boy, and I'm trying to go for, like, just an overhead, UI Goku can mash and he'll beat me. Or, you know, he could have 2H'd, but you can get way more damage off of the auto combo, as you've probably already seen. So, yeah, it's pretty brain dead easy to actually add on to, and I've already shown you examples for the gameplay as is. It doesn't really even matter how high you are, as long as, like, I'm in this range, UI Goku can catch you during that. And, like, oh wait, I already deleted the recording, my bad. And I already showed you a minute ago that. But all right, I'm gonna show you. And it's one of the only two actual auto combos in the game that vacuums you in that regard. The only other one I think is Bardock. I might be forgetting another character, but he's one of the only people who can auto combo. And Bardock's auto combo, it has that property to its second hit. Like it has that, but it doesn't teleport and it doesn't negate cross up. So it immediately is better in my book. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and move on to the actual, the fact how you can't really play neutral against him at all. Alright, so this just, I'm going to be a Broly in this circumstance, right? Okay, now, if you don't know, UI Goku has a couple ways for projectiles. He has this is base Ki Blast, this is S. This is Brain Eddy, is Z to cancel. You get the point there, right? Not only that, but he has a Kamehameha that he can also go backwards, but I can't really show you since I'm on screen. But it doesn't really matter. It's a Kamehameha. It's like it's angled pretty weirdly. You get the point. And he can also use this in midair also. That's something separate. Now, what did I mean whenever I said you can't really play neutral against this character? Well, if you don't know, one of his reversals, or one of his many counters he has in this game, is this move, right? This is his forward heavy, and it's not obviously a heavy. But what it does is it acts as a counter. During any time where that light blue aura appears, he can effectively move behind the opponent if he gets hit at all. And I don't think this includes grab. So, like, if I were to be Broly, right? And I'm just going to program the AI to just... That's enough. Okay. So if I were to be Broly and I were to throw Ki... If I were to try to play neutral, right? Like, get some damage with Broly, so I throw Ki Blast. See? I effectively get punished for playing neutral. And if I really wanted to, I could basically go, no, fuck you, eat this 50% with that raw counter. Because, like... Or, my bad. And that's not even the optimal. I just programmed the AI to do heavy, so it did have the heavy. But he could get, like, a full 2M starter off that. And it just doesn't end there, also. It also includes assists. So, like, if I were to do this, call... Or B Android 16. Bad timing there, but you get the point. I have to get used to that, actually. He can effectively punish me for using assists, for throwing Ki Blast, even for throwing my main wave. Fuck! And that's just one of his many reversals we have, which we're going to go on to the second topic of the actual main editor, or rather the third. That being that you, aside from not playing neutral against him, he has multiple DPs and everything like that he can actually use, and that's not really an issue in and of itself, right? If you don't know, DP is just short for Dragon Punch, and a couple characters in this game has Dragon Punch. If we move on to his actual team, so UI's team, Broly effectively has a 4-frame DP, which is this like lariat that goes full screen, and I already went over why this move is OP. In my last video, so if you haven't seen that, please check it out. I actually put a decent amount of work into it. And you know, this shows you how strong DPs can be in Dragon Ball FighterZ, right? But we're not moving on, or we're not trying to focus on. We're trying to focus on UI. Now, if you don't know, prior to this, or the previous video, I rewrote this just because this move got nerfed to the ground, right? Okay, so. This still hits grounded opponents, but if you don't know, it's no longer a frame 1 DP. It only is a DP to anti-airs. So, like, if I were to program the AI not to do that, if I were to program the AI to just like 3 times, right? Not a good example. See how it's not invincible anymore? It's in no way invincible. And I like that. He effectively got that DP taken away from him. However, he still has multiple other reversals he can use. One of which being this. This is a 4-frame DP, similar to the one I showed you with Broly. And it looks like this whenever it hits. And I obviously didn't get the exact optimal punish, but assuming you hit it, you get a light years to convert off of it. And you can still super dash. I didn't even know that. Hold on. I thought I was playing as Goku there. Oh, I wonder why I did that time. That was weird. Anyway. You can effectively get a 25% roughly off of a DP. And that's not also where it ends. Like I already showed you this. His forward heavy is a reversal. I believe that it's from relatively frame 1. And I already showed you why it's strong. This isn't really a move that's I count for him, but this is his forward ki blast, by the way. But that's not a move we're going to focus on. I'm mainly talking about this. I still think this move is bullshit. That's obviously one. So counting that, he has a frame forward DP. He still has this as an anti-air. This is and even if they're not expecting it, this is actually a pretty good. And I can sustain. No. It's actually a pretty good anti-air still because it's right above and like. All right. And you got a pretty good illustration of it there, but you get the point. Not only that, but he also has a reversal super, which is this. It's very similar, if you'll notice, to this. Same aura. And similar circumstance. Not only that, but he can also DHC off of it to make it even worse. And I'll show you that right now. So if we just program. And I did that just so the AI would. Alright. Fuck, that did not work. Yeah, okay, he didn't DHC there because I didn't delay it. But he can DHC out of that, which is ridiculous in and of itself. And the damage it gets is still equivalent to a raw super. So if I just wait for him to do it. Not that as damaging as his like raw level 1, which is this. Actually, no, never mind. It's exactly as damaging. All right, so he has. If you've been getting count, that's like 4, not counting this. We got this, which by the way, even if he misses, he can do again. So like, if you whiff it, you have the air version. You have this. Not that. You have this. Can't use it again. But still, that is if that isn't cursed, I don't know what is. So effectively, I'm gonna just program the AI to do that, and I'm gonna be Broly, right? Let's say I see him with. Too bad. And alright. Alright, so if we tell the AI to spam it, I either whiff or I get hit. That's not really. I mean, there is frames there. Technically, if you hit him within the recovery of the base animation and the 3 frames, you can hit him. But it's still 2 DPs that he can use in relative succession that you have to worry about. You are effectively putting in way more brain power than he is by thinking about that. Alright, and we're going to be getting into the last point I have here, aside from his... and it goes hand in hand with his DPs. He has a unique way of actually getting up, a unique tech. It's called the UI tech. You probably already know what it is, but long story short, I'm going to go ahead and just tell the AI to just hold RB. So you might wonder why, but that's how you, I believe, activate it. Alright, and that should be enough time. Alright, so if we reset, tell the AI, I'm just going to... He gets that. That's called the UI tag. Not only that, but you can also cancel off of it. So, like, if you vanish cancel, you can get basically what I got earlier. That being, if I switch over to UI, you can get is essentially this. A miss. That's what that is. You can get the... Why am I missing that? You can get a bit of damage just for that tech. So effectively what that means, if you don't know, is whenever you have UI in the corner, whenever you should be plus, he has not 1, not 2, not 3, But, equivalently, basically, 4 ways to actually punish you for being aggressive or for having advantage. Dear God, he actually plays your game. So, even whenever you have him knocked down in the corner, whenever you should be advantage, you are still forcing, or you're still being forced, rather, to play UI Goku's game. And he can do it out of Dragon Rush, which I didn't even know up to now. So if we go to the corner, and of course you can call it, like if I know he's going to do it, that was a cross up. It took forever. If I know he's going to do it, I can, of course, call it. And, you know, there's ways to deal with it. And overall, before I finish the video, there's ways to deal with a lot of things that UI does. Everything that I've talked about. Simply, if we go back to neutral real quick, his auto combo is the most annoying thing to deal with to me because there's not a real way to deal with it, right? Because he can just cancel it to his mediums whenever he has unit string. You have to effectively respect the second hit just because of how far it goes, because of how you can't cross him up during it. And that is one of the major reasons. I hate how he has many reversals that you all have to, or they have to deal with all of them in some way, shape, or form, just because he feels like he doesn't want to block. And overall, he's those are like the primary reasons. So effectively, 2 reasons: auto combo and his 4 DPs. That's the main reasons why I actually hate him. And this might have been an overblown video considering the actual reasons, but I wanted to go as in-depth as I could anyway about why I just don't like this character. Of course, he got nerfed, this got nerfed, and that also includes his assist, and I'm really happy about that because I was not okay with his assist either. But overall, I still feel like that this character is just, to me, he's broken, and I hate fighting against him, and I probably always will. That's just personal opinion, though. If you guys share the same sentiment, let me know. Regardless, I hope you all have a great day. EMGTV out.